This is Justin Amazon for Tuesday, March 26th, 2019. And I've got a little bit extra time on here just to show some of the levels that we're right into today on surprisingly bullish retest gap. That's looking like it has the potential to run up here to our 1815 line. So back here, pre-market on this day, and then pretty close to the open, we had the high. We had a pivot come back down here and bounce pre-market, and that's right where we're at with these upper wicks. And then if you kind of hover your cursor at this level, that's right where we consolidated here and then broke up and just continued higher. We're at some of these levels that we've been at before, but looking at today, just these candles here, even in the context of what we did before, it seems like, okay, bullish retest gap. We did a little bit of an S curve here, but really we only had a little bit of a pullback, two bearish candles in this. It just seems like this, it's like too good to be true to have this be the only S curve. It seems like we shouldn't be racing up higher yet. Or if we do, we're going to come tumbling back down a little more quickly. And so that's kind of how I'm framing the setup today, just thinking through where we could head off to. So I'm going to zoom in on where we're at and keep in mind the levels here that I just talked through, because we immediately get some selling and pull back down. Now we have an indecision candle off the 21, another one, and then that starts to break down. This is kind of like, okay, first signal here that we shouldn't be breaking out yet. Then you have these two indecision candles that then start to break down. We don't actually get a close below. Let's see, the close here is 1796.12. The low here is 1795.82. So you didn't get a close below that level, which is okay, but you want to see that continue lower. And what happens, it actually gets bought back up. So you got 20 minutes here of some sideways stair step. And then you have the candle that triggers this one in. That's showing, okay, this is going to move lower. But still, we're right here. You hold your cursor there. We're right here at pre-market highs. It's like, oh, it could actually bounce here. And I'm starting to see a little bit of a higher low or relative low. Just seeing this be pretty range bound. It's moved $10. But this candle, the opening candle, moved $10. So maybe a little bit more than 10. But we're still really range bound up here, and it's like for a while we've been having some bigger days than $15 or whatever, 12, $15, wherever we're at in the range in the day. It's like, okay, which way is this going to go? We're going to just have to wait and see how it's going to move. And so it breaks down more, actually makes a new low in the day, but it turns into a small hammer. Excuse me, that turns it into indecision candle and starts to break up. And so this high is now taking out the stair step. This is clearly a breakout of this level. We're still below this. If you remember the mindset here, it's like we shouldn't be up here yet. We should have a little more S curve. Is this enough? Is this enough of an S curve? Think about that. Is this enough of an S curve? Is this enough of a retest of yesterday, where we had our highs back down here in the 1780s? I'd say no. This is a nice pullback into pre-market, into this S curve here to have another quick one. But you'd want to be buying at the lows off of this level, not on a breakout, not even getting above this candle. You'd only be up an R, if that, up here. And so, again, already we've only had a strong move up here in this candle, and here in this candle bullish, and then this one here, which felt like it was too high, too good to be true. What happens? Indecision candle, or a small candle. Love those small candles. A bearish engulfing small candle, high wave candle, and then a third one, and we start to kind of drift a little bit down. Now I'm clearly seeing some lower highs. And if you factor in kind of the low here, not necessarily this one, you're seeing a bit of a consolidation here, a little bit of a triangle. And if I draw something like this and something like this, I'm going to look for an apex probably around 1798, maybe. So let's see. Oops, that's studies. Let me see if I can extend this to the right. We'll see if let's see if these cross somewhere that actually helps us decide. So we're going to step forward a little bit. Nice consolidation. Oh, okay. We're getting outside of this a little bit. That's okay. Okay, bounce back up. What did I say? 1798. Didn't quite get back up there. But we're clearly seeing this kind of drift lower, a recovery back up to the 21, and then a rollover. And so it fits with, so I'm going to get rid of the triangle because that didn't really work, but it still fits the idea of this was too high. We need a little more of a pullback. Right now on this candle, we've taken out the low here, but, just like yesterday, going bearish here was not the right time to go bearish, or going bearish here was not the right, it retested. Let's wait for a retest to come back up to, maybe some of these lows, maybe up here, maybe even up to the 21 again, and then get in bearish there. So we break down, clearly making a new low, but we're still right in line with the low of the pre-market. So let's look for that retest. There's your retest. Retest really nicely into the 21. High wave candle. This candle is pretty much just like this one, except it's a little stronger. Has it, I think, nearly a shaved bottom. Yeah, the open and the low are the same. The volume's pretty good. The volume was, the volume here was almost 30,000. The volume here was, like the same volume, 29,298. 29,683. So really close. Like these candles are really similar. Running right into the 21. Nice volume. This one's got a shaved bottom, a little stronger, but a little lower. When we get into this indecision candle next, which is back into this one's range, but that's the area that it rolled over here, and this could totally roll over again. And this fits again. If I kind of redraw that triangle idea, kind of this is what I was picturing. I drew it a little steeper, like this. But I guess if you kind of drop through some of these, I mean, I'm not hitting the lows, but I'm hitting these wicks. Here's your breakdown. Here's your recovery. And I know this is, after, and I already deleted the other ones, but anyway, it's still just the idea that it's retesting. This is 25 minutes of buying, which is the most we had all day today. I would anticipate a bit of a rollover from this point. But it may not be done yet. But there's your rollover. I guess that's pretty quick. Comes right back into this low and starts to get bought up again. Stair step. It's like this thing's not going down yet. What's going to make this thing go down? So it's going sideways, and this really reminded me of this yesterday, seeing some stair step, and it's like, okay, what's it going to recover to? Is it going to just rally from here like yesterday? I'm definitely seeing the downtrend here and seeing kind of a flat relative lows on the bottom here. And we end up actually getting above the 21, coming right back up to this same level. And this is the point. It's like, okay, we're at this same level again. This is like the third time, once, twice, three times we're at this level. We're still making slightly lower highs, excuse me. This is a great place for us to roll over. Had you bought puts here or here, they're around the same price. I'll show you the puts in just a sec, but this is where to get in, or even here as it's breaking down. You get this consolidation here, stair step of two candles that then breaks down. And not only that broke down, so you have this, this selling level, indecision, inside candle, breakdown. You have a flag here and then another breakdown, making new lows. This is where it's like, okay, it's going. And you get the squeeze going in here too. So this just completely collapsed, came back down way past the high from yesterday, and came down even to where pretty much to close the gap of where it had closed yesterday, and started to bounce off of that price. And so basically filling the gap turned this into a bit of a rally. But then we sold back down just about from where we had gotten up to yesterday, here and then here. This was like a false breakout, kind of doing a double bottom thing here, breakout, retest the neckline, a bunch of bulls trying to go in, go bullish, and it just rolled over again from the 21. So a lot of good places to sell off the 21 here. I guess this one included, but even though it got a little bit higher. But anyway, if we jump over to the puts at this level around 1230 here, let's see, that's 1700. Let's get a little closer, 1750. Sorry, I usually have this ready, and I didn't today. No, 1775 is the ones I was looking at, because they conveniently came right down really close to $10. And that's where, I mean, you could have just had this open 10 by 9, and I don't think it would have filled, but it would have been really cool to just miss it by like $14. And that, the option nearly doubled from 10 up to like 19 here. So great opportunities to get in bearish at a point that was selling, where the Amazon was selling off. But a great place to just see these lows here, getting in the low here, flipping this for a couple R, doing it again here, or just holding that one as it, completely collapsed like this. That's one of those, it's like, okay, it's going. This has been more bearish. We've had these bigger bearish moves all day. Definitely a retesting day, a pullback day. And, we'll see, I guess, where we're at tomorrow. I'm going to try and do videos the rest of the week. It's possible I may not be able to do one tomorrow, but then I'll be back the rest of the week to share my thoughts and, see where Amazon's going next. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Just Amazon.